Welcome back, viewers and subscribers. It's your girl, Star Flames. In this video, we're going to talk about a report about Universal Music Group and Motown seeks sanction against Lil Rod's attorney, Tyrone Blackburn. Now, if you guys remember, Lil Rod attorney had filed a lawsuit claiming UMG facilitated Sean Diddy Combs in his crimes. Allegedly, they also named Sir Lucian Grange as to being romantically involved, and Lucian Grange fired back with his powerhouse attorney, saying that he has never been to Sean Diddy Combs' house. He also said they brought the case to New York, and he lives in LA. So there were several arguments that were brought against Tyrone Blackburn, and UMG asked Tyrone Blackburn to remove them from the case, and they will just move on with their lives. However, after Tyrone Blackburn went ahead and removed UMG from the case, it was too late because it triggered an investigation by the feds. So as such, Universal Music Group and Motown Records, they're taking strong stance against Tyrone Blackburn, and it's very serious because they're saying, listen, we want this man to be sanctioned, and not just that, he's going to have to pay our legal fees, which is millions of dollars, which we know, either party does not have. Now, also, I'm going to say this, not because Lil Rod is not able to prove some of the claims that he has levied against, Lucian Grange and Universal Music Group. It doesn't mean that he is necessarily telling a lie. But with courts, with the legal system, it is evidence and really good, strong representation that counts at the end of the day. But let's get into this report. It came out on October 17th. So we're going to dive into some of this detail. I've spoken about it in a few of my videos, but I did not talk about the official report, and I love to provide point-by-point information for people's reference. Now, according to reports, Universal Music Group and Motown Records are taking a strong stand against high-profile attorney Tyrone Blackburn. What? I profiled my ass. No, they're saying seeking sanctions over his role in a sensational lawsuit involving his client, former Bad Boy producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones. Jones has accused Diddy Combs of orchestrating criminal conspiracy that includes sex trafficking, drug distribution, and assault. In court documents filed Wednesday, the record label claims Blackburn allegations are not only salacious, but also entirely baseless, alleging he is using the case to boost his own visibility. Yeah, that's their argument every step of the way. I do believe them in that argument because you could see him literally doing that even with the T.I. Tiny Nicki Minaj lawsuit. You could literally see that. Now, the report further states, in the lawsuit, Jones asserts that Diddy forced him into a compromising situation, including non-consensual encounter with prostitutes and subjected him to repeated sexual advances. The complaint further alleges that Diddy's actions were part of larger drug-fueled enterprise, with claims that Jones witnessed and even recorded extensive illegal activity involving drugs like cocaine, ecstasy, psychedelic mushrooms. The lawsuit doesn't stop there. Jones implicates Universal Music Group, Motown Records, and certain executives, asserting that these companies knowingly bankrolled Diddy's lavish and illicit lifestyle. Well, I believe him on that. Because, as I've been saying to you guys, and Sloan also told us that the money that Diddy has does not belong to him, and they're coming for it. They're going to take back everything from him. And I've also said to you guys, I believe that Diddy's true billionaire status came in when Diageo cut ties with him and gave him whatever they gave to him, and he sold majority shares of his Revolt TV stakes. So I do believe that he has people that has been financially supporting him. And as I've said, not because Lil Rod is not able to back up his claims, it doesn't mean that he's telling a lie. And this is why I believe that anyone should need to learn after Lil Rod not to give Tyrone Blackburn a lawsuit, because he seems to be more into the gimmicks and the theatrics, using his clients to give himself that fluff. That's what I think, but I could be wrong. No, the report further states Blackburn argues that the record labels are far from innocent by standards. He points to a 2022 deal between Motown and Diddy Love Records, suggesting that their financial backing played a role in facilitating Diddy's alleged criminal behavior. Willful ignorance should not be excused, Blackburn stated in court, positioning Universal and Motown as complicit partners who turned a blind eye to Diddy's misconduct. I'm just praying they don't do anything to Tyrone Blackburn, irrespective, of everything. I do agree that he needs to do better vetting. I do agree that he needs to file his lawsuits the right way and not take them to New York because you're going to give him attention and status. I do believe in doing the right thing no matter who you are. We should do the right thing a lot, right? Now, let's continue. They're saying, however, Universal Music Group and Motown fighting back with a motion for sanctions against Blackburn and his client. Their attorney, Donald Zakarin, argues that Blackburn's case is not only devoid of evidence, but also intentionally provocative, designed to attract media attention. Zakarin emphasized that the partnership between Motown and Love Records was limited to a standard licensing deal with no ongoing business relationship or joint ventures. According to Zakarin, the $1.3 million advance paid to Diddy was never recouped as the licensing deal ended before the release of Diddy's latest project, the Love album Off the Grid. Zakarin claims that Blackburn has used this case to fuel his own social media presence and that his pattern of behavior warrants disciplinary action. He argued that Blackburn purposefully displayed serving updates to the lawsuits to manipulate the court proceedings and draw out public spectacle surrounding the case. In a heated courtroom exchange, Blackburn defends his action, revealing that he has met with federal prosecutors multiple times to discuss the allegations against Diddy. Blackburn insists he has provided significant evidence to law enforcement, including photos and other materials, which he claims could lead to further criminal charges. He also mentioned the possibility of superseding indictment, suggesting that other individuals may soon be implicated in connection with Diddy's alleged criminal enterprise. Now, they're also saying that while U.S. District Judge J. Paul Otken has yet to rule on the request for sanctions, he acknowledged that mere recklessness doesn't automatically justify such penalties. Meanwhile, Diddy's legal team has filed a separate motion to dismiss the lawsuit altogether. Erica Wolf, representing Diddy, joined the record labels in condemning Blackburn's tactics, calling the lawsuit an attempt to spin a commercial dispute into a criminal conspiracy. Wolf accused Blackburn of filing groundless claims and exploiting the court system for self-promotion. As the legal drama unfolds, the entertainment world is watching closely, with accusations flying on all sides. The case raises questions about corporate responsibility, legal ethics, and consequences of high-profile litigation. For now, the future of the sanction motions and the explosive claims at the heart of the case remains uncertain. Now, guys, that's the end of that report. Now, as I've said from the numero uno, if Lil Rod had gotten another attorney who isn't selfish, this would have been an open and shut case. He would have gotten a settlement as quick as Cassie, because I do believe, some of his allegations could be correct, but at the same time, I'm gonna have to say that Lil Rod is very questionable. How do you stay around a man as a man and allow yourself to be exploited like that? Is it that, he was homeless? I can understand if it is the case that he was homeless, didn't have anywhere to go, had no talent, had no career. And even in that case, it would not serve anyone the right to take disadvantage of an individual. But I'm just saying, I think that, Lil Rod could have been enjoying that lifestyle and, the few flirtatious attempts that comes his way, even though he might not be into it. It might be, like, really, these celebrities? Oh, that's disgusting. But I do believe he definitely isn't as innocent as he's portraying himself to be, but I guess the truth will never be told. Also, again, let me reiterate, if he had gotten himself another attorney to give him proper representation, the mere fact that, UMG's attorney have strong, good argument, and the judge is like, yeah, you're right, but it doesn't mean that it warrants a legal sanction against him. It's very telling that they're looking into all the details. So the mere fact that they cannot get it thrown out with their high-powered attorney, it's very, very indicating that there's a lot more to come, and it has triggered an investigation, allegedly, against Lucian Grange, and as such, there's more that is to come with this case. But I do think that, I do wish that Tyrone had taken his case elsewhere. I'm just going to leave that at that. I just wish he had done that, because if he had, his nightmare and heartache would have been over, in my opinion. But that's all I'm going to say about that for this video. It's your time to chime in. What are your thoughts? Do you think that Tyrone Blackburn was okay with that sort of lifestyle until he was no longer okay, or until he wasn't being paid, or, been given certain, access? Let's say that. So I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts? While you're at it, remember, guys, to thumbs up, share, stay safe, and see you guys later. Bye, guys.